Okay, today we are going to be learning how to find the inverse of a function. And let's see, we have 5 equations that we are going to deal with today. I want you to take good notes and come into class tomorrow ready to do some of these problems. And some like these, I mean. Let's see. There are 4 steps for finding the inverse of a function. First you rewrite, then you switch the variables. Third, solve for y, and fourth, you add inverse notation. Alright, our first equation is f of x equals 2 divided by 3 plus x. Okay, first we are going to rewrite it. So we put y equals. Alright, so we just took this and we turned it into a y. Alright, for our next step, we exchange the variables. So we took the y, or let's see, took the x and put it here. And the y, of course, is here. And we made the x into a y here. Alright, on to the next step, which would be solving for y. Our first step to solve for y in this equation is multiplying both sides by 3 plus y. The next step is dividing both sides by x. And then all you need to do is subtract 3 from both sides. But we're not done yet. Although we have solved for y, we need to put in our inverse notation. Okay, on to the next problem. Alright, this one is f of x equals 4 divided by 2 minus x. So if you guys would like to, you could just pause the video here and try these on your own and then proceed with the video. But let's see, switch the rewrite with y equals, switch the variables. So our y's are here, and our x is here. Okay, and our next step, of course, is to solve for y. And we begin with multiplying both sides by 2 minus y. Our next step is to divide both sides by x. And then we simply subtract 2 from both sides. And as you can see, we've kind of solved for y, but it's actually negative y equals. So we need to multiply through by a negative 1, which will get us the answer that we need, which is y equals 2 minus x divided by, or 4 divided by x. So let's put in our inverse notation, and we're good. Good to go. Next problem. Alright, we have f of x equals 3x divided by x plus 2. We're going to rewrite it, and then we are going to switch the variables. So our y was here, now it's in here, and our x was here, now it's here. Okay. Now we're going to begin to solve for y, and the first thing that was done was we divided both sides by y plus 2. And then we used the distributive law and distributed the x through. And now we are going to subtract 2x from both sides and also subtract 3y from both sides. And next we factored out the y on the left side, so that now we can divide both sides by x minus 3. And we have y by itself. Now we just put in our inverse notation. And there you have it. There's the inverse of our original function. On to the next. Okay, here is an equation. It's g of x equals x squared plus 8. Okay, let's see. We rewrite with y equals and switch the variables and solve for y by first subtracting 8 on both sides. And I forgot to add in here that we needed to take the square root of both sides. Okay, the step is here. Okay, square root of both sides, so whenever you put a square root, you have to put a plus minus sign here. The thing is, this does not have an inverse because this actually fails the horizontal line test. And the graph of this should look like this, which actually fails the horizontal line test. So if you put a line here, a horizontal line, it would actually go through 2 points, which indeed says that this is not actually a function. Okay, so we're on to the next problem. We have f of x equals negative 2x divided by x minus 1. Okay, we need to write y equals, exchange the variables, and begin to solve for y by dividing both sides by y minus 1. Distribute the x throughout, subtract or add x on both sides, and add 2y on both sides. Factor out the y so that we can then divide both sides by x plus 2. Now we have the y by itself, but we need to add the inverse notation, and so we have our answer, our inverse for our original function. And that was the end, and I hope you learned a lot. If you have any questions, please bring them to class tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow.